Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again, the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. "You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you." "Yes, Lord, anything," Isaac's mother begged. "To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son Isaac will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else." "Yes, Lord," she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
Hi guys, my name is Val, and today I'm going to be starting a brand new Binding of Isaac game for you. So here we go, empty file, file 2, and we're gonna do a new run, and oh look, our only choice is Isaac, so let's go. As you can see from the intro, this is not a light-hearted game. Oh, Sad Bombs is actually a great find, first off. It not only gives us much more powerful bombs, but it also gives us 5 extra bombs, which early on is just a huge get. Anything that you can spend, bombs or keys or money, early on is just such a great thing. And I will hold on to the Wheel of Fortune card right now, because I really don't have enough cash to warrant spending anything on it. And I don't feel like blowing it up either, because usually the give and take isn't all that evil. Oh, there's a golden food. That's great news. So we'll just beat up all these flies here, and ooh, grab all this money, which means we can visit our shop. And we have 15 cents, which is just enough to buy a single item if we want to. Portable slot machine I do not want. I have enough bombs, so I'm just gonna donate all this money. And anything extra? If we have anything extra, we can spend on the Wheel of Fortune, but it looks like it's gonna take everything, so that's good news. The more I donate now, the more stuff I can unlock, the better off I will be in the near future. Okay, so beat up Yawn Tentacle. Nothing I can do about that. Oh, good gurgles. You know what? No, just blow up, please, gurgles. There we go. That actually worked pretty well. These guys are probably my least favorite starting boss. Not that I can't beat them up, it's just a pain in the butt. Alright, die, gurglings! Ah! So far, so good. There's always that one sneaky hit that they can get in. Yeah! Alright. toothpicks. Awesome. And bear with me just 1 second. I'm just going to turn the music down. There we go. It's not that I don't love the crazy compositions that go with this game. It's just I feel like you'll probably be able to hear me a lot better if I'm not speaking over the music. And why are we here if not to keep each other company? So let's see about beating these guys up, and I will get you through as much of this game as I can, hopefully all the way to the end. But of course, the whole point of The Binding of Isaac is replayability. The fact that not only are you supposed to play it over and over, but the more you play, the more stuff you unlock, the better things you get, but the harder it gets too. So this game is meant to be played over and over and over again. Yeah, alright, I'll take it. Gluttony is actually one of the better bosses to be fighting early on, because there's a very good chance it will drop health items of some kind. I would prefer an item, but I will take a Spirit Heart, if I don't have any other choices. Just put that there. Yep. And okay. Excellent. Still have to find my item room. Don't want to leave without it. These are probably some of my least favorite enemies just because they do spawn so many spider babies. And I hate spiders. It took me a long time to figure out how to fight them, and I'm still pretty bad at it, so if I can avoid them, I will. Of course, that being said, if I can get something that spawns spiders, I am all about that crap. You know, me and Daddy Longlegs, we are BFFs. I will hang out with him all day long. Sissy Longlegs is just too cute to even, I can't even. And of course Mom's Wig, Infestation 2, all of those things are such fantastic items. Hopefully I'll be able to show them off to you in the near future. But as long as I get even passably okay items, I am alright with that at this point. Beggars really can't be choosers this early on. Is that Tinted Rock worth 2 bombs? Maybe. There's always a chance for a crawl space, so might as well. Kina Spirit Heart, not too bad. Yeah, we'll go in here. Alright, answer. It took me a long time to figure out what was going on with his hands. He has little crab claws. So not only do you get all of that extra health, but you're now protected, so you only take half a heart of damage, where you might have otherwise taken a whole heart. Yeah, it's actually one of the better items out there, as far as that goes. It's not the best item from that particular item set, but it's pretty good. Yeah, I know. You're very scary. Okay. Let us fight Dingle, because why the heck not? Annoying bosses seem to be the theme of this particular inaugural episode, so let's see what we can do to just kill him. Yeah, I know. Stupid tiny poops. Despite everything, despite the fact that I don't love the way Dingle acts, I think as far as the poop goes, he's actually very cute. And the little squibs there, the most adorable poops I've ever seen. That being said, I don't like poops. At least, not on a day-to-day basis. Alright. Unlocked another item, and yeah, this is actually a really good damage item, so I'm doing pretty well health-wise and damage. I really can't complain. And down to the next floor. The only thing I think I would like more now is possibly a deal with the devil. Just so I can get my hands on either some even better damage or some flying. I would love to fly. It makes this game so much easier. You don't have to worry about any of the ground hazards. You can get at all of the items that you might otherwise be blocked off by barriers, like holes or spikes or whatever. You don't have to worry about ground damage from enemies. Oh, and there goes my protection. Yeah, I know. Knew that was gonna happen. Let it happen anyway. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Just what I needed. Thanks, guys. Very thoughtful. Ooh, PhD. It's one of my very favorite shop items. Just because all of the pills are good now. Or at least, not bad. Possibly with the exception of Are You a Wizard. I hate that pill. And if you don't know what Are You a Wizard is, if I come across it, I will show you, much to my chagrin. It's just weird. But then again, so are a lot of the items in this game. So, I guess I really shouldn't comment. And these guys are annoying because they're just so darn fast. These guys are annoying because they're indestructible unless they pop up. Which they won't do unless they are, like, square in front of you. And that can take a while to orchestrate in such a way that you don't die immediately. Or at least take some bad hits. Ugh. Alright. And I'm not talking because I'm concentrating. Not that I don't love you, I gotta concentrate. Mommy's gotta concentrate, guys. Just let's play the quiet game. Okay. This might be my secret room, so let's see. Nope. Okay. Good to know. Before we go fight our boss, I gotta do my exploration of the whole darn place, because otherwise I just wouldn't feel right about myself. I am nothing if not thorough with these particular circumstances. I will explore to the bitter, bitter end, as some of my friends have learned to their detriment. There are other games that I play. Ooh, yes, thank you. That is one of my very favorite items. At least before I get a particular item later on for doing a thing. But since I haven't done the thing yet, I will happily take Guppy's head, because that is just awesome. I love anything that summons creatures for my use. And I love having flies, I love having spiders. Minions, generally, they're the best. Plus, if you can get enough of them, it looks really cool. And if I can get enough Guppy items, well, then I get to be Guppy, which is awesome. Because who doesn't love to be an undead flying cat? I mean, come on. I hope that didn't spoil anything for anybody. But yeah, that's one of the most powerful combinations in the game, actually, is to become your cat Guppy. I don't know why they're running from me, but I'll take it. And actually, if you die, in your will, you leave everything to Guppy, even though poor Guppy is most likely dead. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but let's see. If I place a bomb here, it might get me. Okay, well, at least I got that. Let's see. I will show you what this does. It goes whoop, 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 whoop. Or I can do the flatworm, which makes my shots bigger, which I think I will keep. The worms aren't the most useful items, but they can make things entertaining, at least. Okay. Not step on the spikes again, because that's just not necessary, Alicia. Alright. I suppose I could tell you a little bit about myself while we're doing this. I am a girl in her 30s. I live in America. I was born and raised here. I have a mom and a dad and a brother. I live with a very good friend of mine. And basically the internet saved my sanity when I was unemployed recently. So, I watched a lot of YouTube while I was looking for jobs, because you can do those at the same time now because of technology. And I really fell in love with a lot of the Let's Players. And one of those Let's Players is Northern Lion. I found him because I, for some reason, was interested in this game. I couldn't parse why, because, like, the themes are dark, it's gross, it's not something that should appeal to normal girls. but at the same time, it's just so darn fun. And Northern Lion is the dude who plays these games the most. He posts new episodes every day, sometimes more than once. And, alright, that's 2 Guppy items. 1 more and I get to be Guppy. That's really good news. May make the game a little harder for me now because it makes all of my chests into golden chests. There's not necessarily anything better in them, but I do need keys to open them, and that's a good way to lose a lot of keys. So anyway, yeah, Northern Lion, Ryan, I can't understand his work ethic. He does nothing but release Let's Plays like every single day. His backlog is amazingly huge, and I spent the better part of this past winter just watching him play this game. And at first I was too intimidated by the game style and the gameplay to want to play for myself. I've always been a watcher of games, not so much a player, with the exception of like puzzle games or things that aren't particularly stressful, you know, The Sims. Girl games, basically. Though I swear up and down I have never played Farmville. Candy Crush, yes. Farmville, no. So I watched him play this game, and it was just fascinating. Watching the progression, watching him pick up new items and not knowing what they were. I would go look them up if he didn't explain, because I wanted to know everything about this game, and I was very, very charmed by Ryan himself. He is so... the only way I can describe it is he's very Canadian. He apologizes all the time, but he's very funny. And he just seems like a sweet dude. I am so grateful that he saw fit to put out all of those videos. It really helped the winter go by and helped with some of the loneliness I felt. Because it's very isolating, not having any money, not being able to go out, not being able to afford anything. And when your self-worth is in doubt because you don't have a job, it's really nice to have a community to go to just feel a little better, to watch somebody else having fun if you can't have it yourself. So, you know, I think this community is just so valuable, and I'm so grateful that it exists. I want to give back. Alright, Balls of Steel. And I hope that you will come with me, and that we can have some fun together. That being said, let's go beat somebody up. It's gonna be gross. Let's do it. Alright, it's Chub. I don't love Chub. Chub is very tanky, very fast, but there is a way... Ugh, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright. If you drop a bomb, Chub will eat the bomb, and then it will explode. Alright. Thank you for dying, Chub. And also worms. Yeah, little Chubby. He's actually a pretty okay item. Oh. Pageant Boy. Not that useful. But not the worst item ever. I can afford the map now. I might as well go get it. And I am... Oh, look at me. I am just special. I've got my crab claws and my little pink crown. And then the flies and the one icky eye. Oh yeah, I love the aesthetics in this game. That's another thing. I spent the better part of my youth doing art. I went to art school. I got my bachelor's degree in it. And I think it stems back to just being completely obsessed with cartoons, like my entire life. I grew up watching Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry, Ren and Stimpy when that came out, the Rugrats, just anything animated. I would watch the hell out of that shit, and it just made me so happy. Just the weirdness of it, and the artistry, and the stories you could tell. There's no limit to what you can do through animation, and it just always inspired my imagination. What people can and will do with their art. And video games, I think, is the next step in that whole just wonderful panoply of creative expression. Because not only are you animating, but it's interactive. You can tell a specific story, or you can let the players make up their own stories. It's just it's so liberating, really. Even with, you know, the more brown games like Call of Duty or Far Cry, things like that, there's stories to be told. And I think that's really compelling. Even if you're just blowing stuff up, or in my case, traversing your own personal hell to get gross things so that you can beat up your mom. It's just too crazy and too awesome to not love. And I'm so grateful that this exists. This is by far the best $10 I've ever spent. It has entertained me for countless hours. I play it in my spare time just for fun, and it just never gets old. You know, even if I'm not feeling great, even if I die and it's not fair, I still have a lot of fun. And that is a rare thing for me with video games. Let's see, what kind of games do I like? I love anything fantasy-based. Played a lot of World of Warcraft when that was new. Played Final Fantasy, although my very first Final Fantasy was actually number 8. I completely missed 7. Still not completely sure what the story is there. I'm waiting for the remake. I won't know if it's bad because I won't know what the original was like. So there's a good chance I'll enjoy it. The only thing I know is the major spoiler, so I probably won't be as shocked if it happens to me again. I'm not that sentimental about Flower Girls anyway. But who knows, you know, I haven't actually experienced the story for myself, so there's a good chance it could be devastating, I don't know. I played a lot of Skyrim, like a lot of Skyrim. I am a sneak thief. I just scummed the hell out of it and played a stealth arrow person. So basically I would just shoot from the distance and kill everything immediately, and that was fine. Not a lot could touch me. And I would just steal whatever wasn't nailed down. All of my points went immediately into stamina, so I could carry all of the stuff. I may have slight kleptomania issues, I'm not saying I don't. Yeah, that works. So, you know, the idea of treasure seeking has always been thrilling for me. One of the best memories I have when I was little was going to this geology store my mom knew, where they just sold like gems and minerals. And they had these buckets of sand, but they were full of basically just junk. But they had a sieve, and you could pan the sand through the sieve and get treasures. It was like the best thing ever. And you know, I have such fond memories of finding those treasures and being so proud of myself for getting these low quality minerals. You know, chunks of quartz and stuff. It was just the thrill of it all. The novelty and the excitement of things playing out for you. It's why I have problems with grab bags. I love things I don't know when I'm looking at what I'm getting. So, you know, random snack packs or a loot crate. Just, I don't know what it is, but here's $15. I will fall for it every single time. Blind bags are straight up like my kryptonite. I may or may not have a My Little Pony blind bag problem. I'm not saying I didn't buy the entire collection at some point, although that kind of takes the thrill out of the hunt, really. I've done it, and I got all the ponies, but the point isn't having the ponies. It's finding the pony that you want. And if you can get one of the ones that really appeals to you, then you feel like a genius. And if you don't, then you're like, oh, well, that's alright, I still got a pony. I get to try again, so that's even more fun. So, the appeal is not so much in having the items, because, honestly, who needs more stuff, really, but the thrill is in the hunt, the chase. And I don't think we get enough of that in our everyday lives now, because everything is, at least in America, just easy. Which I think ultimately is why I like this game. There's so much to do, there's so much to find, and it's always new. Even if you know exactly what's going to happen, it's still, there's always something new. You just don't know what's going to be in the next room, if it's going to be enemies, or a treasure, or monsters. It's just goes straight to the hind brain. It's fantastic. I love it. And that is a tinted rock, so we will blow it up. I'm getting a little low on spirit hearts, and can't have that. Especially since I haven't had any devil deals yet. That is weird. I haven't taken any red heart damage. I'm not sure why I'm not getting the deals with the devil. In case you didn't know what that was a thing, it totally is. Ugh, I hate those. Can't get in there, not gonna bother. Yep, there we go. Those are... I'm not that fond of the fart clouds. They're not that hard as enemies go. I just don't like the noise they make. I'm not sure why fart clouds would make that noise. Oh yeah, I knew that was coming. Die, buddy. Alright. The funny thing is, too, is that I got my roommate into this game, and he is about as anti-Bible as you can get. He was raised in a religious following. I'm not going to say which one, but they were pretty strict, and it's given him a few issues. So I was surprised when he showed interest in this game, honestly. But it started with watching Northernlion. He would come in, and we would watch episodes together. And it was like the one thing I would allow myself to do when I was in a particularly strenuous training course to do the job that I have now, is we would get together once a night, because otherwise I just really didn't see him because I was doing 10 hours of homework a day. We would sit down, we would have dinner, and we would watch an episode of The Binding of Isaac with Northernlion. It was usually the perfect amount of time because they took, anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour. And then after that was done, I would go and do all of my homework. And it was a good way to just, reaffirm our friendship and see each other. It was relatively low impact, didn't have to do a lot of thinking, and we could enjoy watching the game almost as much as I enjoy playing it, really. Because, ooh, I'll take that. Even more flies, certainly. You can enjoy this game watching it, or you can enjoy the game playing it. It doesn't seem to matter if you're playing or you're watching. It's just as much fun either way. Because the whole point of the game is discovery. And, yeah, it's fun watching particularly hard enemies go down, but for me that's really not what this is about. It's always about discovery. Alright. Good job. Down we go. Oh, hi, Chub. That's right. You beat that guy up. He wants to talk to you. Yes. Not me over here. Just ignore me. I don't. Oh, thank God for sticky feet. Slows down what is otherwise a pretty challenging enemy. There we go. And more flies, because I love flies. Ugh. Oh, these guys. Alright. All the brimstone. Okay, there we go. And, yeah, I'm ready to go. Speed up, Mom. Or try at least. Uh-huh. I got decent damage, so as long as I stay out of her way, I should make this okay. Oh. Not perfect, but all I have to do is survive. And Mom is a challenging but not impossible fight. Unless you really have no damage. Yeah. Alright. We're just gonna put that Ugh, this is Urgh. Come on, Mom. I got places to be. Oh. Ouch. Watch out for that. I want to die on my very first run with you guys. Oh, terrible. Yeah, no, Isaac. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know. Isaac. Oh, so close. Yeah! Alright.
His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down on Isaac. I will do as I'm told, my lord. I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
Alright, you guys, so we unlocked a bunch of stuff, and hopefully I will see you again next time. This is Val signing off, and can't wait to see you again. Bye, guys.